Hi everyone, I'm Dalya and welcome back to It's Raining Flowers. So I have a big surprise for you guys. Well, actually, it may not be quite a surprise because you probably saw the title of this video. But anyways, I'm hosting a giveaway. I will be giving away a big box full of awesome baking goodies to one lucky winner. And I'm doing this because I wanted to thank you guys for subscribing and watching my videos. I could not believe I've been on YouTube for 1 year already and I've loved doing it. Like, I love making these videos. It is so much fun. And I'm so glad that you're watching them, so it just means so much to me. So if you're interested in signing up for the giveaway, wait till the end of this video where I will let you know all the rules and how you can sign up and what exactly you will be getting in that box. So I know you guys all want to know what it is, so just stay tuned. So meanwhile, I'm going to teach you how to level some cakes and remove the caramelization from the bottom and the sides. So basically, this is a crucial part when layering cakes. You always want the top of your cakes to be super flat so that your cake won't look like a topsy-turvy cake. Unless, if that's your goal for your cake to be a topsy-turvy cake, then that's awesome. But most of the time, you want a nice flat cake with nice sides, and I will show you how to do it because it's super simple. So first off, you're going to need 2 8-inch cakes. I use my vanilla cake recipe, but you can do this with any cakes. I'll leave my vanilla cake recipe right up here so you can go click it and check it out. Then you'll need a cake turntable, or a cake turnable, or Lazy Susan. They're all the same thing, but just have different names. Then you'll need either one of these two. You'll need a ruler or this thing called a cake marker. And after you watch this video, you will probably go and run and get this. It's from Wilton and it is excellent. Then you'll need a serrated knife. It's just basically a long knife with jaggedy edges, and this is really good for leveling your cakes. And lastly, you'll need some type of bowl or container just to put your cake tops in, because you don't want to put those in the garbage. There's so much you can do with it. You could turn it into cake pops. You can make it into a trifle. They're so delicious, so why throw them out? So now that we've gone over everything, let's get started. Okay, so there are 2 ways you can level this cake. You can use the ruler or the cake marker. I love the cake marker, but I'm going to teach you first how to use a ruler because it's probably what most of you guys have on hand. And it's quite easy. It just takes a little bit more time. So you first want to figure out how high your cake is. So let's check. My cake is about 2.5 inches high. It's a little bit shorter in certain spots, but not too much. I think I'm going to cut my cake at 2.25 inches to make sure that's going to be even all around and that there won't be any slopes on my cake. You don't want your cake to go like this. You want it to go like this. So now let's begin cutting. What you want to do is put your ruler back against the cake, and then at 2.25 inches, or wherever you're going to decide to cut, you're going to make a mark. Around every inch or two, you're going to make a mark at 2.25 inches. So now that I've made marks all around my cake, I'm going to begin to cut it. So you're not going to connect the dots, but you are going to connect the little lines. So you want to use the center of your knife because you always want to know where the end is here, because if you start cutting with this, you don't know if your knife's going to end up going like this and cutting a crater in your cake, or if you're going to cut up and then you're going to end up cutting your hand, which you don't want that to happen. So you always want to cut with the center of your knife so you can see where the end is. So first you take your knife, put it into one of the lines, and then you're going to slowly turn your cake and just slowly insert it into the lines and just connect all of those lines. So basically, you do not want to saw through your cake. You don't want to cut across. You want to go around in circles and slowly inch your way into the center, and you will feel once you're there, and then you can lift your cake top off. Guys, look at this. Look how flat the top is. This is exactly how you want the top of your cake to be, and it will take some practice, but I'm telling you, the more you practice, the easier it will be, and then you will finally be able to achieve a flat top on your cake. So now we're going to turn this cake over, and because the bottom of the cake is also a little bit dark, see, you can see here the difference, the front and the back. We're going to cut part of this off too, but we don't have to cut off as much because it is not domed. So we are going to take the ruler, place it back against the cake, and I'm going to cut this at 2 inches now. So just cut it at 2 inches, or however you think your cake needs to be cut. Just make sure that you are cutting off a little bit, but not too much. Okay guys, so this is the point where you need to be really careful because since you're cutting off such a thin layer of cake, it's really easy to just bring your knife across and then slowly come up and then hit your hand. And I have done it a few times already, so I'm telling you, just be really careful, cut it really slowly. So now we're going to connect the lines like we did before, and see how the cake just lifts up so little that there's like just the really, really thin top layers coming up. That's exactly what you want. Look at this. This looks awesome, but the only thing is, since there's a little bit of the darker area in the middle, just take your knife and shave it off. Sometimes this will happen, so just shave it off really lightly just so you get that dark stuff off. We're going to work on the sides of the cake. So now, I'm using an 8-inch cake, and I don't own any 7-inch cake boards, like, those cardboard cake boards that you put under the cake. So if you were using a 9-inch cake, you can take an 8-inch cake board, put it on top of your cake, and then cut around it to remove any of the excess dark areas on the sides. But because I don't have a smaller cake board than this cake, I'm just going to shave it down really lightly. So what you want to do is place your hand flat down onto the cake and slowly cut down on the dark sides. Now you want to be careful because you really don't want to cut off too much, but if you're doing it really lightly and carefully, you're just going to cut off the dark sides, so you're going to be totally fine. Okay, now, so I'm going to shake off my cake, make sure there's no crumbs attached. Well, of course there's going to be some, but you don't want a lot of crumbs on it. Then I'm going to move it back to my parchment. I'm going to clean up my area, and then I will teach you how to level a cake with a cake marker. Okay guys, so now it's time to level my cake with the cake marker. This is about 2 inches high. We want to make this cake the same. So I'm going to cut it at 2 1/4 inches with my cake marker, and then when we remove the bottom caramelization from the cake, we're going to also cut off another 1/4 inch on the bottom, so that's the same exact size as this cake, so when you layer it, everything looks nice and even. So with the cake marker, basically there's different settings. You have 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, and then there's little in-between settings. So we're going to set ours to 2 1/4 inch, and then just push it into your cake and make a bunch of holes. Look how easy this is. No need for any marking out with your knife. It's just so much easier, and when you have so many cakes to do, it just makes leveling your cakes a breeze. So now that all the dots are marked out, take your knife and just go around and connect the dots. Gorgeous. What a perfect cake top. I am very impressed. These are coming out awesome. For the bottom of the cake, I want this cake to be 2 inches, so I'm going to put my cake marker to 2 inches and just go around and insert it there. Take your serrated knife, connect the dots, and be really careful as you cut off the top. And then if you have any dark areas, just cut them off lightly. Now I'm going to slightly trim the caramelization on the side of the cake like I did before. So just go along the sides and be really careful that you don't cut off too much cake. Wasn't that so easy? It's extremely easy to level your cakes and remove the caramelization, and I recommend that you totally give it a try. And then the next time that you decorate a cake, make sure you follow these steps because it will make such a big difference. Okay guys, so now that we finished leveling the cakes, let's go over all of the giveaway information. So first off, I want to let you know that there will be one winner that I will announce in a video in about 2 weeks from now. Second is that if you are under 18, make sure that you get your parents' permission to sign up. And now let me tell you how you can sign up. So in order to sign up, you can go scroll down into my description box and press on the link that I will leave there, and it will say click here to sign up, and you'll just press on that link. That link will take you to a website that will basically generate the winner eventually for this giveaway. So you are going to press on the subscribe button on that link, but if you're already subscribed, it will just ask you to confirm that you're subscribed, and you'll confirm it, and then you'll be signed up. So now let's go over all the things that I will be giving away to you guys, and I am so excited for this. So first off, we have a cake holder. This thing is awesome. It is nice and tall, so you can fit a pretty tall cake in it, and you always want to store your cakes in some type of holder when you put it in the fridge or leave it out on the counter, so this is excellent, and this is by Wilton. Actually, everything here is from Wilton. Then we have here some icing bag ties. These are excellent because sometimes when you fill your bag with some frosting, or even if you're using royal icing to decorate cookies, the frosting will fall out the top and then it'll just create a huge mess. So these are excellent to prevent the icing from flowing out. Then we have here some piping tips. So I have here a number 21, 233, and number 2. So the 21 will make a shell border or a star design. I probably use this one the most often in my baking and cake decorating. And then the 233 is a grass tip, so I actually use this to make my really cute cookie monster cake, so you can go check that out. I'll leave a link right here. And then a number 2 tip. This is really good if you want to pipe dots or lines or even write some words out onto a cake. So in order to use these piping tips, you will need some couplers. So I picked you up 4 couplers. These are always a must-have when cake decorating. Then I have here one of my favorite things, which is an angled or offset spatula. I literally use this to ice all of my cakes, and I love it so, so much. Then we have a bunch of stuff that Wilton was so kind and sent me. Some of it I haven't tried before, and some of it is stuff that I absolutely love, so let's go over them. So first we have these candy melt pouches. These are so cute. I've never actually tried these, but I love their candy melts, so I don't see why I wouldn't love these as well. So basically I have mint chip, I have salted caramel, and peanut butter, and all you have to do is stick them in the microwave, cut off the end, and then you could drizzle it over cookies, cakes, or cupcakes, whatever you like. Then I have here one of my favorite things that Wilton sent me, so I'm so glad that you guys will be getting this, and this is a cupcake decorating set. Now, it's a bunch of tips, and you don't only have to use them for cupcakes. I use these all the time on my cake. It comes with a 2A, a 1M, 4B, and 2D. These are so good, and I just love using them. My favorites are the 4B and the 1M. And it comes with 4 piping bags, so you can use them for these tips, or if you want to use them for these other tips that I got you guys. We also have this super cool color swirl decorating set. This stuff looks awesome. I've never actually tried it, and I kind of want to buy myself one now because it's such a cool concept. You could basically pipe designs with 3 different colors. It's super cool. Then I have here one of my favorite things, which are icing food coloring. This stuff is made of gel, so it's not going to thin out your batter or thin out your frosting, and it won't change the flavor. So this comes with about 8 of them, and it's awesome. Then, second to last, I have this cute little set of 4 4-inch cake pans. They are super cute, and I've been meaning to buy myself one of these for so long, so I'll probably pick one up soon. But you can basically make so many layered cakes with these. You can make it for someone's birthday, and you could just do so much with it. Then I have here probably one of my favorite things besides for the offset spatula and cake holder, which is the cake turntable. This thing is excellent whenever you want to ice a cake. It will just make it that it's so much easier to use your angled spatula to ice the cake, and it just will make icing a cake a breeze. So I really hope that you are so excited for all these things. Don't forget to go scroll down. In the description box will be the link. You can press on it and sign up. And thanks again to Wilton for sending me all these products here for the giveaway. I am so excited to give it all to you. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more videos every week. And I'll see you next time. Bye!